Wilson Morales from Blackfin TV, and I watched this show right away because I couldn't stop. When you get greeted, like we can't wait. Let's just watch all the episodes all at once. To see who's right, who's wrong, who has more passion in the series, Daniel or June. June is obviously relentless and trying to pursue this case. Daniel is trying to protect himself. Who's more passionate in terms of protection? June? Is it your character or his?
What do you think?
I think it's June.
I think June's pretty passionate. I mean, I think Hegarty's pretty passionate about protecting himself and keeps it all under wraps, like the fire is burning underneath. June is just is like throwing fire at him from her fire flamethrower kind of things, but yeah, I think June's pretty passionate.
I think June definitely is. I think passion has long parted from Hegarty. Although I think June probably triggers it in some way.
I do, like a little miniature fire.
I think she kind of brings him to life a bit, even though he knows that she's trouble. I think there's a part of him is pleased to see her.
The thing about the show is that your character, Peter, is like, are we rooting for him to make this come through all the way, or he's not a one-note character? This is not a one-note character. When you watch it all throughout, you're seeing different layers to see, like, okay, there is a human element there that it makes you side with him. And then obviously, without spoiling everything, it's like we see where this is going. Mm-hmm. Going back to it, each of you have done your share projects. What led you to say yes to this? Peter?
Well, it was in order to play a character like the way you've just described. I mean, Cush and I were very privileged in that we knew the creative team and they wanted us from the start. So we were in at the ground floor before the scripts were written. I think we were able to talk about the kind of characters we were interested in. Obviously, the production team had their ideas too, and I knew that I was working with people who were artistically very gifted and also had very high standards. Mm. So I knew that we would end up with something that was good. Oh, we hoped that it would be good. So that's why I was happy to do it. And also to work with Cush again, which was great.
Yeah, everything Peter just said, and working with Peter, he's incredibly quick and witty and hilarious. We have a lot of fun together. This was much harder because we had to not like each other and pretend we didn't know each other, which was harder. I'm a Londoner, born and bred. Like in all of my career, have never shot a show in London in my own accent proper.
How is that possible?
That's amazing.
I don't know. I guess I've done shows in different places.
It's because she's so good at accents.
I don't think anyone knows where I'm from anymore. Yeah. But it was a joy for me to shoot on streets where I grew up and near places where I went to school. And so it was a bit of a kind of cool full circle moment, but also I love London and I love that it's a character in our show, and we were both very dedicated to showing it in a light that it hasn't been seen, truthfully. And that really drew me to getting involved as well.
I haven't done this series, and I always say talent can never stop learning. Is there anything you picked up from doing the series that helps you out on whatever project you do next, whether it's working with co-stars or working with different directors?
I think that it's, you just want to work with good people. And I've been very lucky to spend a lot of my professional life working with good people. And this just reinforces with me that notion, that it is worth holding out to work with people who you think are special.
Yeah, I think it was an amazing collaboration, which doesn't always happen. Being collaborative should always be the top of your list, whether you're the actor at the top or whether you're the runner at the bottom. But I also think that when you're doing a show that deals with themes like this that are dark and important, but they're also the truth and they're what people are dealing with, it's worth taking the time to get the script right. It's worth taking the time to look at that scene or to play with that guest star, or because ultimately when people watch this, there will be somebody that it connects with, that this has truly happened to them. So not rushing things is something that I've learned with this process, because it's taken us even a while with the strike and everything to get here, but it's so worth it now we're here.
You guys did a good job. Congrats on the series. I'm sure I'll talk to you down the road. Let's see where it goes. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Bye.
Bye.